This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we tour the Maple Manor Elementary Middle School and talk about its benefits for the Hazleton Area School District. Happy Football Friday! I'm Ken Kara and this is FYI News 13. Well, classes begin Tuesday for students in the Hazleton Area School District. It will also be the very first day of classes for students attending the new Maple Manor Elementary Middle School in Hazel Township. On Wednesday, FYI had the special opportunity to tour the new school, which is also preserving the past. Here's Lisa Sugar.
Guidance suite, nurses suite.
Ken Kara and I were pleased to get a sneak peek inside the Hazleton Area School District's newest facility.
Well, it's a great deal of excitement. It's a beautiful state-of-the-art facility. We were able to retain the tradition of Hazel Township High School and Bishop Hafey High School with the layout, with the color scheme. It's going to eventually service 1,000 students of the Hazleton Area School District, again in a beautiful state-of-the-art facility, a building that the entire area can certainly look towards with a great deal of pride.
District Superintendent Dr. Francis X. Antonelli expressing his pride for the district's newest school, a familiar building with a new name. Prior to the purchase, the school served as the Bishop Hafey Junior-Senior High School and then later as Holy Family Academy. The district bought the building from the Diocese of Scranton to help alleviate classroom overcrowding. It now boasts spacious classrooms, a state-of-the-art library media center, and a gymnasium that seats 700 people.
We also were able to acquire, with the purchase of the building, 11 acres of ground and all of the athletic fields. It's great to see students back out on the athletic fields. Currently, our high school soccer teams are practicing and using those fields for soccer matches as well as practices.
Project manager Ed Gunshore also showed us some of the unique features, including special drinking fountains that gauge how much plastic is saved and individual HVAC units for each classroom.
It's a more energy efficient system because what happens is when you have a large rooftop unit and you have multiple rooms requesting cool air, hot air, whatever, because each person has a different preference for what temperature they like, the system can't decipher the command they're getting because one room's calling for cool air, another room's calling for a little warmer air. So this way, each individual teacher controls the temperature in their classroom.
We found many teachers setting up their classrooms, including 5th grade language arts teacher Annie Moran.
Oh my gosh, the storage for the teachers, that's a big thing for us. The space for the children, all the individual rooms, the music and the art and the computer labs and the library. And just, I think the kids are going to love coming in here and seeing that this school was built for them and to help them learn.
While the name on the outside of the building may be new, the Hazleton Area School District did its best to preserve and honor the past. Teams representing the new school will be known as the Maple Manor Vikings, reminiscent of the Bishop Hafey Vikings, and the school colors, purple, gold, and white, preserving the colors of Hafey and the former Hazel Township High School.
Our heritage and our tradition is what we are all about. It's the fabric of any community, and it's the fabric of the school district. So we are very happy that we were able to preserve the heritage and the tradition of both Hazel Township High School and Bishop Hafey High School.
Also on our tour, District Business Manager Tony Reba and School Board President Robbie Wallace.
We have classroom trailers at almost all of our buildings. There were 6 classrooms up at West Hazleton. There's 2 at Heights Terrace, 2 classrooms at the Castle. So we're phasing out of the classrooms, so we're trying to pull from those schools, West Hazleton, Heights Terrace, and the Castle, into this building and reduce class size and hopefully alleviate, the use of all those trailers.
Well, I remember it was Bishop Hafey when I was in high school. I went to West Hazleton seeing it. I think anybody who knew the building as it was in the past will be shocked when they come in and see it. I looked at this and I'm thinking of the kids. I saw the response you had when you got here. When the kids show up for school the first day and see what they're coming into, I think that they're going to be overjoyed. The parents are going to be thrilled. It's a state-of-the-art facility, and I think everybody in the community is going to be very, very proud of what was done here.
On Tuesday, the school will welcome students in grades 3 through 6. Then for the following school year, after the addition to the building is completed, students in grades 7 and 8 will then be added for a total student population of 1,000 students.
We'll be drawing students from the buildings in the city that traditionally have been overcrowded. Heights Terrace, Hazelton Elementary Middle School, West Hazelton, and Arthur Street will also be indirectly affected by that. So the buildings that have been most problematic in terms of class size will now see some relief with the opening of this building.
While the rough winter and wet spring tried to wreak havoc on construction, Dr. Antonelli praised the construction manager and the many workers who will have the school open on time, a school he believes would have cost much more if built from the ground up.
And I must say, we were able to completely renovate this building into a state-of-the-art facility with the 11 acres of ground for approximately $25 million. If you would start from the ground up with a building this size and 11 acres of ground, you would be looking at a $70 million project. So again, it's very cost effective for the taxpayer and a tremendous facility for our students.
The school bell officially rings on Tuesday morning for students here at Maple Manor Elementary Middle School. Reporting from Hazel Township for FYI, I'm Lisa Sugart.
Yesterday, we talked with two teachers at the Maple Manor Elementary Middle School who are Bishop Hafey graduates. That was a lot of fun, and if you missed it, that newscast is archived at SSPTV.com. And in other news on FYI tonight, a Shenandoah man was extradited from New York yesterday and formally charged with the murder of Wendy Contreras Hernandez. 41-year-old Luis Ramos Nunez Calderon, whose last known address was Shenandoah, was arraigned Thursday on charges of criminal homicide, voluntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, also aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and criminal trespass. District Judge Anthony Kilker said that bail cannot be set on the district court level for a murder charge. He then remanded Nunez Calderon to Schuylkill County Prison without bail. Nunez Calderon is charged in connection with the April 29th murder inside the home they once shared. Shortly after the slaying, the suspect fled to New York, where he was later taken into custody. If found guilty, the maximum penalty for first-degree murder and criminal homicide is death or life in prison. A grand reopening was held last night at the Tamaqua Community Arts Center in Tamaqua. FYI was there as Black Diamond pottery students showed off their beautiful works of art to family and friends.
Many of these pieces are actually functional vessels. You know, they could make a big coffee mug and give it to their dad. Now, how would you feel to have that? You'd have it for the rest of your life and just love it and treasure it if your kid made something and gave it to you that you could actually really use for something. And that's what I try to teach them.
Sculpture pottery instructor Craig Bolger said that this is the second year for the Pottery Art Show and the first year in its new pottery studio. Students ages 5 to 90 showed off their works, including the daughter of our very own Sam Lassant Jr., Bella Lassant. Also on display last night, beautiful works by students from Community Services for Sight right here in Hazelton.
About 2 weeks ago, we had the campsite brought a group of kids. I believe it was about a dozen kids, and they made they each made a face mug and a set of coasters, and then they made some little things. You know, I gave them some free time and some free clay to play with. And all their stuff is finished, and since it was, you know, in time for my annual exhibition, I put their stuff in the show.
If you are interested in pottery or any other type of art class, contact the Tamaqua Art Center at 570-926-6370. A few weeks back, I had a ball hosting an SSPTV special on the Great Pottsville Cruise with the cruise co-chair Ed Hurst. The show is done and ready to air on SSPTV, and here's a little preview of what you will see. And this is a great preview because the interview is with one man who won one of the biggest prizes this year.
And we are here with the car that won Best of the Cruise, Rodney Updegrave from Tremont, and this is no ordinary Cadillac. It's a 1954, but look at it. It's lowered. It's got a metallic gray paint job. Is the roof chopped?
No, actually the roof isn't chopped, Ed.
Well, what are you sporting under the hood there? It looks like an LS1 from like a late model Corvette.
That's an LS1 from a 2004 Pontiac GTO with a 4L60E automatic transmission.
What are you running here on the chassis? It looks like it's sitting down on the ground.
We have a 80 Camaro Z28 subframe in the front, which we lowered 2 inches, and we have an 80 Camaro rear end, which is lowered 2 inches also.
Now, some people watched that and went, yeah, cars speak, and understood all of it. Others, like me, have no idea what those numbers mean. But don't worry, the cool part about this show is there's something for everyone, intense car people and the casual observer like myself. You can watch our Great Pottsville Cruise special on Monday at 6:30 a.m. and 12 p.m. and Tuesday at 7 a.m. Here's news from the desk of Klein Township. Garbage pickup for the week of Labor Day will take place on Saturday, September 6th. Please put your garbage curbside Friday evening, as the pickup will be early Saturday morning. It's the weekend, and that means some great features in the standard speaker. Make sure you pick up your copy on Saturday and Sunday, plus, of course, all of your local news and sports coverage. Still to come on FYI, we have your Labor Day weekend forecast, and later in sports, we take a look at the Friday night high school sports football schedule. Stay tuned.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
All right, well, you could roast some marshmallows at a wedding too and make these great s'mores. We're here at Sand Springs every week talking about some unique ways that you can make your wedding special for you. And we're with Stacy Hornberger, and she is in charge of, you know, making your wedding what you want it to be, right? And I mean, a s'more here, this is the best job in the world.
It is, it is. Eating wedding cake at a wedding is very common. It's at every single wedding. It's what guests expect to have.
Okay.
But there's nothing wrong with a little added sweetness to your special day.
Okay.
And one of the new trends that we've been seeing is the s'mores bar.
Is the s'mores bar, and it looks very nice to come into a wedding and see something different. And this is different if you're going to have kids involved with your wedding, especially. I know adults like it too, but this is nice to have for the kids, and could really be something that's inexpensive yet different, right?
Absolutely. It's great for all ages. Everyone can do it. And like you said, it is a relatively inexpensive way to satisfy your guests' sweet tooth. So this is a great addition to your wedding.
Okay, more sweets and treats here at Sand Springs. Look at all the goodies. This is another display that you can have, just another idea. Love is sweet, and this is really something that's become very popular, hasn't it?
It is. The candy buffet is really popular. You can do mix and match things such as what's here today, or you can have candies that are all in your wedding color. So if you're doing a blue wedding, all the candy can be blue. If you're doing a pink wedding, everything can be pink. And what's really great about this is that it also doubles as a favor for your guests. So they can fill up a bag and take it home, and then you don't have to buy gifts for all your guests.
I love that idea. Okay, some other ideas. I know that a bride might go on Pinterest because Pinterest is so popular now. And if you have an idea that you see, can they come in and use that, duplicate that idea that they're seeing on Pinterest?
Absolutely. They can always come in with some ideas, and if we don't have something, we'll make it up for them. With the s'mores bar, that was something that a bride heard on Pinterest, and we had never really heard of it before, so we built the box, filled in with the rocks, got all the treats that we needed for it, and now we have a s'mores bar. So any ideas you have, please bring them in and share it. Whatever you want for your wedding day, we'll do for you.
Okay, and again, if you're looking for ideas for favors, that's a really good one too, that you can do the candy bar, because who doesn't like candy or something like candy? I would do a whole chocolate bar actually. So if people want more information, they can just call you.
Absolutely, you can call here at Sand Springs Country Club. We're here for you. Or you can check out our website for other ideas.
All right, what are we talking about next week?
Next week, we are going to be talking about signature drinks for your wedding.
Signature drinks for your wedding. Every Friday, we have some tips for brides-to-be.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
I'm sorry, I know it's time for weather. I heard the man's voice, but I'm still stuck on candy buffet. That sounds awesome. Candy buffet, amazing. Anyway, weather tonight, increasing clouds with a low around 53. That will be the forecast for Football Friday. Get ready, everyone. This is from the National Weather Service. Here's the extended forecast for Labor Day weekend. Festivities on Saturday. 73 is the high, a sunny day. The low will be 60. On Sunday, there is a chance of showers and thunderstorms. and it'll be mostly cloudy for the most part, though, with the high near 79 at night. 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. The low is 65. During the day, it's a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. On Labor Day, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, a high of 82. How about that one? Monday night, partly cloudy, low of 63. On Tuesday, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high of 82. At night, we get down to 60 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
On tonight's community calendar, a big event gets underway shortly in the borough of Weatherly. Kick off your Labor Day weekend tonight at the Weatherly Festival. The event will be held from 6 to 10 p.m. tonight and from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday at Urena Park. Approximately 20 local organizations will be selling food and desserts, and there will be non-food vendors, crafts, games, and more. Entertainment tonight will be provided by North of 40. That's the Weatherly Festival taking place tonight and tomorrow at Urena Park in Weatherly. Here's the lottery green screen. I just thought green equals money. I don't know why that never made sense to me before. Okay, daily number 583. The Big Four 9391. Quinto 25052. Treasure Hunt 2, 10, 13, 21, and 22. Those are your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. We have Football Friday schedule next on FYI.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Football Friday is finally here. Hug a loved one. We'll get to the Week 1 schedule in just a second, but first I want to make sure that you know Standard Speaker's football preview is out, and it comes with today's paper, and it's filled with great stuff. They have a preview of all our local high school teams, plus NFL articles and college football coverage. And I know Dave Seaman and I talk a lot about Penn State, but I did see coverage of Notre Dame in here as well. Ron Marchetti will be happy. Tomorrow they will have stories from all of these games. First, the Mike Brennan era begins at Hazelton area at home in Hazelton as the Cougars host Coughlin in a Wyoming Valley Conference game. Also in the Wyoming Valley Conference, how about this matchup? Berwick at Crestwood. The Comets had 2 losses last year. They lost to Berwick to open the season, and they also lost to the Bulldogs in the district playoffs. So this will be a very good game. That second game between these teams was only a 1-point game in the playoffs. In the Anthracite League, Williams Valley, they visit Men of Marion Stadium this evening. Monoy area, they're at home against Lehighton. And here's another great matchup, Tamaqua at North Schuylkill. And finally, Blue Mountain at Shenandoah Valley. That is our last local game for the evening. This upcoming Tuesday, we are kicking off FYI Football Rewind. This week, we'll look back at Hazelton area against Coughlin. To learn more about FYI Football Rewind, watch FYI Weekend. Who wants to see the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard? I just said FYI a lot. In local golf action, MMI, they get the victory. They knock off the GAR. George Palermo had the low score of 46 for the Preppers in the Schuylkill League. Blue Mountain beat Tamaqua and North Schuylkill. They got by Lehighton. How about a golf clap for the Spartans, Preppers, and Eagles? Very nice. In girls tennis, Tamaqua area top Jim Thorpe for a recap of everything we just went over on the scoreboard. Read today's Standard Speaker. Finally, attention people with Spartan Spirit. North Schuylkill is selling sports passes for every home game during the 2014-15 school year. You can buy a pass weekdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. or at home athletic events. It's $60 for adults and $25 for students. Senior citizens, they get a lifetime free admittance, and that's pretty sweet. You have to stop by the athletic office for that with something that will verify your age. Well, I'm fired up for Football Friday Week 1, and I bet Ron Marchetti is too. Here's this week's Short Shots.
Football season is upon us on this August 29th edition of Short Shots, and it will be short. Hi, everybody. Football season in the high school ranks will kick off tonight in about 90 minutes. This week, the highlights have been abbreviated. The biggest story, of course, South Korea topped Chicago to win the Little League World Series in Williamsport, and Japan defeated Las Vegas in the consolation game. So the U.S. teams, Chicago and Las Vegas, finished second and fourth. Not too shabby. The St. Louis Rams lost their starting quarterback, Sam Bradford, for the season for the second year in a row with a torn ACL in an exhibition game in Cleveland. Last season, Bradford missed the last 9 games. MMI defeated Pittston in tennis. And in New York, CC Bellis became the youngest player to win a U.S. Open tennis match since 1996. She is 1,208th ranked at the age of 15. Kenny just covered everything else, and that's the highlights for the week before high school and college football officially opens this weekend. Hazelton area will entertain Coughlin this evening at Harmon Geist Memorial Field, which opens the stadium's 75th football season. The Cougars will open with their brand new head coach and a completely new staff. Mike Brennan, who did win 2 state titles at Mount Carmel. However, the cupboard is pretty empty after 26 seniors from last year's team are gone. If Hazelton goes 5-5 this season, it'd be like Navy winning a national championship. Anything more would be equivalent to Army going to a major bowl. But I'm still optimistic, especially for tonight. The Marion Catholic Colts also unveil a new season under veteran coach Stan Dukowski with the Height in hometown. Penn State will open its season with the brand new coach James Franklin in Dublin, Ireland against Central Florida tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. The Lions are a 1-point underdog. Notre Dame opens at home tomorrow against Rice as 24-point favorites. Good luck to new coach Mike Brennan and the Hazelton area Cougars, and also to Marion. I'm not making any predictions except it will be a great night for a football game. Enjoy the weekend. Till Monday, be a good sport, everybody, and stay loose.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, happy 10th birthday to Isabella Lasant. This which comes with love from your family, friends, and everyone at SSPTV. Also tonight, happy anniversary to Sam and Deb Lasant. They celebrate on Sunday from your family, friends, and of course, all of us at SSPTV. Next announcement, the Hazelton YMCA Golf Tournament will be held Friday, September 12th at the Sugarloaf Golf Club. Golfers are needed for this 1 p.m. shotgun start. For info, call 570-455-2046. And finally, the number 9 Coal Mine and Museum in Lansford will be holding their annual Labor Day weekend celebration Sunday, August 31st from 11 a.m. to 5. We'll be having tours, music, and a living history encampment, and all parking and admission are free. For info, call 570-645-7074. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Gloria T. Bellucci of Shenandoah, the Lukovitz Orovitz Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Joan DeFlory of Hazel Township, Mass is Saturday at 11 a.m. in the Most Precious Blood Church. Friends may call Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. The Firo Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Harold W. Gleam of Hazelton, private services will be held at the convenience of the family from the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. And Christine M. Sandrick of Hazelton. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazelton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call 570-454-0111. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is John Longerfoe of Sugarloaf. John, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
Now, I was all happy to see Ron Marchetti in a Penn State hoodie, and then he told me the spread of the game against UCF, and that's a superstition of mine. I try to never know the spread because Penn State always seems to lose when I have that knowledge, so thanks, Ronnie. We'll see what happens, and we'll remember, enjoy your Football Friday. We'll see you for FYI Weekend. Take it easy, everyone.